Be strong.
Why communism doesn't work. Hey Leah, how's it going?
Hey Alex, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm good too. I was reading an article on communism earlier, and it got me thinking about why it doesn't work.
That's an interesting topic. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, one of the main reasons is that it goes against human nature. People are naturally competitive, and communism eliminates competition.
I can see how that would be a problem, but I also think that competition isn't always a good thing. It can lead to greed and inequality.
I agree with you, but competition can also lead to innovation and progress. In a communist system, there is no incentive to work hard and be innovative because everyone gets the same rewards.
That's a valid point, but I think there are other ways to incentivize hard work and innovation besides monetary rewards. For example, recognition and respect from peers can be powerful motivators.
Yes, I see what you're saying. But even if we assume that there are other ways to incentivize hard work, there's still the problem of central planning. In a communist system, the government controls everything, and that often leads to inefficiencies and corruption.
That's true, but couldn't we say the same thing about capitalism? In a capitalist system, the rich and powerful have too much control, which also leads to inefficiencies and corruption.
I see your point, but I think the difference is that in a capitalist system, there's at least some competition, which helps to keep things in check. In a communist system, there's no competition to keep the government in check.
I can see how that would be a problem, but I also think that a well-designed communist system could have checks and balances in place to prevent corruption and abuse of power.
I suppose that's possible, but it's never been done successfully. Every attempt at communism in the past has resulted in poverty, oppression, and violence.
I agree that communism has a troubled history, but I also think we should be careful not to throw the baby out with the bathwater. There are some good ideas in communist theory that we can learn from and apply in other contexts.
I agree with you that there are some good ideas in communism, such as the idea of a classless society and the importance of social welfare. But I still think that the fundamental flaws in communist theory make it impossible to implement successfully.
I understand your perspective, but I think we should keep an open mind and continue to explore different economic and political systems. Who knows, maybe there's a system out there that combines the best of capitalism and communism.
That's a good point. I think it's important to keep an open mind and continue to explore new ideas. Thanks for the chat, Leah.
Anytime, Alex. It was a great conversation.
Speaking of economic systems, have you heard of socialism?
Yes, I have. Socialism is often seen as a middle ground between capitalism and communism, right?
Yes, that's right. Socialism is based on the idea of collective ownership of the means of production, but it doesn't necessarily eliminate private property or competition.
I see. So what do you think are the pros and cons of socialism?
Well, one of the pros is that it can help to reduce inequality and promote social welfare. In a socialist system, everyone is entitled to certain basic rights and services, such as healthcare and education.
That sounds like a good thing. What about the cons?
One of the cons is that it can lead to inefficiencies and lack of innovation. When the government controls the means of production, there's less incentive for individuals to work hard and innovate. Additionally, central planning can be difficult and sometimes leads to misallocation of resources.
I see your point. So, do you think socialism is a viable alternative to capitalism?
I think that depends on the specific context and the goals of a particular society. In some cases, socialism might be a better option, while in others, capitalism might be more effective. It really depends on the situation.
That makes sense. It's important to be flexible and open-minded when it comes to economic and political systems.
Absolutely. I think it's important to be willing to experiment with different systems and see what works best for a particular society.
Definitely. Well, it was great chatting with you, Alex. I'll talk to you soon.
Same to you, League. Have a great day.